Anthony Marino says he's the victim of identity theft and he suspects his ex-wife Susan. Susan denies it, pointing her finger back at Anthony for leaving her and marrying her best friend.
Susan Marino. Chris Ella from A Current Affair wanted to ask you some questions about your ex-husband.
Yeah, okay, and again.
How would you describe her behaviour?
I just don't want to know her and never want to talk to her after everything that's happened.
He tells us that you have stolen his identity on numerous occasions for cash.
That is absolutely false.
It was a bitter divorce. Susan Marino was married to Anthony for 26 years. Now he's married to her best friend, Leah.
They were in bed together. So, you know, and we were still supposed to be married, happily married.
So you're saying he cheated on you?
Oh, of course he did. Of course he did.
Anthony and Leah say they didn't become a couple until Anthony left Susan.
In her mind, her best friend ran off with her husband.
He says you've used his details without his knowledge to make loans, to get phone plans.
No way in the world. No way in the world.
They used to travel overseas together, Anthony and Susan and Leah and her ex-husband. But 3 years ago, both marriages fell apart.
When I left, I had no money for about 3 weeks because she took it all. I was living under a bridge in my car.
Remarkably, documents show a day after Anthony left, someone applied for a $3,000 loan in his name. A day later, another application, this time for $3,400 from another finance company using his details. A month later, there was a third application for $5,000 from another company. Anthony says it wasn't him, and because the applications came from an email his ex-wife commonly used when they were married, he suspects Susan is responsible.
A lot of online loans in my name, but couldn't get a pay slip for them, so they didn't go through, which was lucky.
Well, I've seen some of the documents, Susan. It does look like you've done that.
No, I haven't. No, I haven't. I'd like to see the documents.
This email sent to Anthony's old boss shows someone using the address Anthony says was used by Susan attempted to have his salary put into a different bank account. But the pay office double-checked with Anthony and didn't do it. Well, he says you've applied to have his salary transferred to your bank account. You have an email that he doesn't have access to.
We had that joint email so long ago and I have not used it since we've separated.
You got mobile phones in my name?
They were successful.
Yeah, got them, actually got them.
This email is from a police officer sent to a telco on Anthony's behalf. It says, I'm able to confirm the validity of Anthony's claim in relation to fraudulent activity. In particular, the use of Anthony's personal particulars to obtain financial benefit.
So she has set up actually an online account of Anthony's Super. We don't know what the password or username is.
That's not true?
That is absolutely false.
He says you've used his details.
She's set this up post-divorce. She has gone in and changed the beneficiary. She's gone in and changed contact details to her mobile phone, her address, her email.
Leah and Anthony say they've had to forensically gather financial statements to piece together what was happening. And one thing Susan doesn't deny is getting Anthony's mail redirected to her address. When Anthony realised, he asked Australia Post to investigate.
They could tell us it was done online, the IP address, that it was paid for a month. It expired a month later. They gave us a reference number and everything, and they advised us to immediately contact Queensland Police.
Well, can you tell us why you had his mail redirected to your address?
Yes, because when we first split up, he actually changed it to his friend's address and he asked me if I could change his address back to our house.
Not true, says Anthony, and he says in the time that his mail was being redirected, Susan applied to a small claims tribunal seeking to make him pay her bond money he'd received from a property they used to rent. Anthony says because he didn't know about it, he didn't turn up. The tribunal found against him and he was ordered to pay.
Anthony had 7 days to pay $1,430 to Susan. We were like, what is this? So we contacted QCAT And they were able to tell us that Anthony didn't attend the court hearing, and we're like, what court hearing?
What was your reaction when you realised what she'd done?
I love swear words. We were like, wow. We couldn't even fathom it because, like, who does that? Who does that?
Anthony and Leah say it's taken time, but they managed to get the tribunal decision reversed. And in spite of repeated calls to police, are still waiting for them to take action.
To prove your innocence is one of the hardest things to do because of confidentiality. And online identity theft is really hard, but we have all the IP addresses, we have all the applications, we have all the documents from all of the companies that, you know, things have happened. We just want the police to help.
Well, where's the police in all of this? They've called me in a couple of times, but there's nothing substantial to do anything.
So the police have been investigating?
Yes, yes. And nothing has happened because they can see it's just that they can't get along with their lives. They can't leave me alone.
We can't get finance because of Anthony's credit rating. We've been advised that the only way it'll stop is once she's charged or time, which is 7 years.
Is this all about revenge for
No,
you?
it's not. No, this is revenge from them. I've moved on with my life.
What would you say to Susan if you ran into her in the street?
Why? Why? Because we'd love closure.
Queensland Police tell us a complaint was received in 2018 and due to privacy reasons, no further information can be supplied.